Hi, I'm Paul Hague. I am a Managing Director and owner of Cryolab Limited, and I've been asked to advise how we got about coming into cryopreservation. It all started many years ago when I joined a company called Planer, and this was run by a Dr. Planer who had a group of scientists to do research and development only. The only manufacture that they ever carried out was probably a prototype. And on one specific day, a Professor David Pegg came to them. He was a cryobiologist, and what he wanted was a box that would allow him to put biological material in it and freeze down to a very low temperature. And so the very first controlled rate freezer was born. He came back at a later date after having tested it out with linear freezing, and of course he wanted to have a stepped freezer so that he could control the rise in latent heat when the liquid changed from liquid to solid. And so further developments led to the type of controlled rate freezer that was currently used in IVF at a later date. I was brought into the company to carry out and create the sales department and marketing of this particular box, which became quite popular through scientists and researchers. And it was decided that probably the sales would be in the animal breeding world. And so I spent many years traveling the world introducing controlled rate freezing to cattle breeders. This was very interesting, and it enabled me to get a good insight into the cryopreservation of bovine embryos. Of course, researchers were also carrying out cryopreservation of mice embryos. And one day, Professor Edwards contacted me and asked me to go down to his clinic in Bourn to demonstrate the controlled rate freezer that we had, since he could see that there would be an application in human IVF. And so on a beautiful summer's day, I carried out demonstrations on his lawn to various people, including junior embryologists like Simon Fischel and Jacques Cohen. And the results of that, of freezing down mice embryos, was Professor Edwards continued to develop the cryopreservation program for human IVF. And the rest is history.